After weeks of being in and out of hospital after UFC 322, where he was eye-poked by Ciryl Gane, Tom Aspinall is back, and he has broken his silence and given a statement on the severity of his eye injury. And we came with receipts. Okay? We have been vindicated, and we are coming for revenge in 2026. And we are not accepting apologies from people on Twitter that were going after Tom for so long, because we have all of the information required. I'm going to go through this in today's video and go through all of the paperwork that we're going to talk about. There's also a bunch to talk about in this video. Tom Aspinall, not happy with Dana White. Not happy with Ciryl Gane. Because you know why? Bully Tom Aspinall has finally arrived. Let it play. I want to play this YouTube short before I get into anything else. This needs to be included at the start of the video. Take it away.
We get full-time Bully Aspinall after this smear campaign. How are you going to be on the comeback?
Mate, when I come back, there is no more Mr. Nice Guy. Nice Tom. When it comes to me, he's gone. And I'm going full bad guy, I think.
Yeah! Bully Tom! I manifested this! For years I manifested Bully Tom. It was a silly impression at first, but now it's for real. Am I taking some kind of victory off of a terrible situation for Tom Aspinall by saying that I did all of this? Yes. Okay? I manifested Bully Tom Aspinall, and we are coming back to the heavyweight division in 2026 with different energy. For these heavyweights. There's no more Mr. Nice Guy, dude. There's no more Mr. Nice Guy. Bully Tom is in town. You heard it here first. We're getting Bully Tom Aspinall in 2026 in the heavyweight division. But before we get into all the stuff he was saying here, because he's not too fond of Dana's response. He's definitely not too fond of Ciryl Gane either. We got to go through some of the paperwork. So Tom Aspinall posted this on his Instagram story. We're going to go through it all. First of all, he starts posting stuff like this. I thought he was on the card of UFC 324. I was bamboozled. We're not even at that. The timing's all off. I was completely confused for a second. I was like, there's no way this is happening. This is a fake thing. And then I see the goggles on his eyes and it all sets in. I thought this was a fight announcement when I first saw this. And I had a panic. I had a big panic, okay? But then we get this. It's all jokes. I can't see you. Tom Aspinall's posting about it. Tom Aspinall was Stevie Wonder on the keyboard here. Really playing into the whole I'm blind thing. He's not playing into it. He's really just adding into the memes of the situation. And this is what's gone down. We're obviously not... This is just the overall assessment as to why he was in this situation in the first place. But it starts here with the confirmed clinical findings. Okay? Confirmed clinical findings. By eye doctors, in hospitals. Everybody's still out there maybe saying, this is fake, this is such bullshit. We ain't accepting apologies, dude. You're on that side, you're on that side. You want to be one of them, you're on one of them. Okay? I still see people on Twitter saying, this is ChatGPT. This ain't ChatGPT, dude. What do you think this is? He's cooking up a fake little thing to type down, fake doctor's notes to put up on his Instagram. This is the heavyweight champ we're talking about here, dude. This is Bully Tom Aspinall. Real ones will remember the day the MMA community exposed themselves as two-faced and switched up on Tom after he got fouled by Ciryl Gane. One of the top comments right here. We will always remember. Confirmed clinical findings. Confirmed. I'm about to read a whole lot of words I don't understand. Wish me luck. Advanced imaging, CT and MRI. We're talking scans. I'm a brainiac. I know this stuff. Okay? We're talking scans. Not just a once over by a doctor backstage at Abu Dhabi that says, I don't see anything wrong. And then all of a sudden everyone on Twitter runs with that and says, well, the doctor that just looked at him said they don't see anything wrong. The doctor who just shined a torch in his eye backstage after he said he can't see out of it said that nothing's wrong. They did nothing, okay? But we got the scans back. This takes some time. It's a very delicate procedure with the eyeball of someone. Advanced imaging, CT and MRI, confirmed orbital soft tissue trauma. Confirmed! This is confirmation, okay? Orthoptic evaluations demonstrated impaired binocular coordination and restricted ocular motility. This is what the scans are revealing, guys. That doesn't sound good. I feel weird celebrating this because it's like we were correct and we're not lying and we're not making shit up. But also it's like, oh God, we were correct. This is terrible. This is really bad. You know, so it's a weird in-between that I'm at. Bilateral traumatic Brown's syndrome. Tom Aspinall was poked and Ciryl Gane put his fingers in Tom Aspinall's eyes and Tom Aspinall got Brown's syndrome from it. I don't know if this is a symptom of Brown's syndrome on Tom Aspinall. Maybe this is late stage and there's still a chance. But bilateral traumatic Brown's syndrome. He's got Brown's syndrome. It could have been a different one that sounds similar. Different type of syndrome. We dodged that one for now. He always looked a bit like Shane Gillis. Bilateral traumatic Brown's syndrome indicating disruption of the superior oblique tendon trochlear mechanism. Trochlear mechanism, guys. We're talking about the trochlear mechanism here, guys. All right, this is serious shit. All right, when I hear trochlear mechanism, you know it's not good. All right? That's always something I knew when I was on the ward back in the day, doing a bunch of eye surgeries and stuff. When you heard trochlear mechanism, whispers around the water cooler were going down. We're talking trochlear mechanism. There was a bunch of discussions about this back when I was a surgeon. Persistent diplopia, double vision, especially in positions of up gaze and literal gaze. Or lateral gaze, sorry, not literal gaze. That's John Jones. Of up gaze and lateral gaze. So when he looks in a certain way, looks up or looks to the side or anything like that, he's getting double vision immediately. This is no good. This is actually kind of worrying, to be honest with you, the more I read this. Reduced best corrected visual acuity post-trauma. Marked peripheral visual field impairment confirmed by automated perimetry. This has been confirmed by automated perimetry, guys. All right? Who's laughing now? This has been confirmed by automated perimetry. And then something at the bottom here as well that you guys need to pay attention to is CT scan. This is a worrying thing, though. CT scan suggesting a minimally displaced fracture of the right medial orbital wall. So you know when Tom Aspinall got a lot of shit for saying, oh, when he eye poked me, it felt like he really touched the back of my eyeball into the eye socket. It felt like he touched the back of my eye socket with his finger. Turns out he did. CT scan suggesting a minimally displaced fracture of the right medial orbital wall. A slight fracture of the orbital wall is no good. That sounds... I'm glad it's just a slight and minimally displaced, or we could be talking losing an eye, losing vision, never fight again. Thank God, okay? But we're going to pick back up on a bit more here, because before we get into this part, where we're just sauntering through the woods, we're just marching through the park, telling what's what and whose business, and we're just laying down the law real quick in our local park over here, guys. There's more to go through here. So this is all the regular stuff that we know about. This is them noting down what happened at the time and what they're going to try and do and what they're suggesting and all of this type of stuff. And then we've got the more updated results from the 6th of November by Humphreys Visual Fields. Severe bilateral field depression has been noted. Recommendation, consider 10-2 testing. November this, ophthalmology review. Dr. Shakti Thakur. Traumatic bilateral Brown syndrome is the diagnosis. Okay? Advised. Retina and OCT normal. We're good. We're not completely destroyed in the eyeball. It looks like it's going to be coming back. Advised no return to fighting until symptoms and vision improve. Okay? Some other stuff came back clear. We're all good there. There's more stuff though. Improvement in ocular motility noted, but persistent difficulty with right gaze. Plan, refraction, and continued monitoring. Bilateral traumatic Brown syndrome. Ongoing blurred vision and diploma. This is the eye hospital, Mr. Urs Al-Hitti. We're going to multiple different specialists here. No driving until after refraction and stabilization of symptoms. No fighting until diplopia fully resolves. Continue NHS orthoptic and visual field follow-up. And we're going through all of this. The patient has been diagnosed with bilateral Brown syndrome, indicating a significant disruption to the superior oblique tendon trochlear complex. Man, this is the worry. This is the big worry. And then they go on to say more. Persistent NIS, blurred vision, marked restriction of elevation and adduction in both eyes, confirmed by orthoptic assessment, reduction in visual acuity, bilaterally. These are all long words. Severe bilateral visual field depression on Humphrey visual field testing. Findings required continued monitoring. CT imaging initially raised concern for medial orbital wall abnormality. Hopefully we're all good, man. Hopefully we're all good here, but this does not sound good. No acute structural abnormality to account for no motility impairment or visual symptoms. This is good, okay? Some things are coming back good. So, depending on clinical progression, targeted... What am I reading? Depending on clinical progression, targeted periocular steroid injections or surgical intervention to address persistent motility impairment may be required if symptoms fail to resolve. Please no surgery. Please no steroid injections. That's the one thing we have over John Jones, okay? We can't have that on our record. And with the UFC not being too fond of him, we don't want him catching him on this BS, okay? Tom Aspinall gets the steroid injections into his eye to heal it up. All of a sudden, USADA's at the door. We need a test real quick. Oh, what do you know, dude? Tom Aspinall, really fast for a heavyweight, huh? Just moving like a welterweight with all that size. Well, this would explain it. We don't need none of that, okay? So hopefully we won't need to go that route. But that's what it's seeming like, depending on the clinical progression. If this don't get better soon, we could be looking at this. Ongoing specialist follow-up and required is ongoing. So hopefully we get him back by March, but that seems a bit early. That seems wishful thinking. I don't know what's going to happen in the meantime, but there's more to this, and this is where we're going to go through this. Hopefully we don't need surgery at all costs, but that's what they're suggesting. That's what doctors are suggesting needs to be done to Tom Aspinall's eye. But now we'll get to Tom Aspinall marching through the park and laying down the fucking law. Take it away, Big Tom. Bully Tom Aspinall.
Poked. Well, I actually got eye poked twice in the fight. First one wasn't too bad. He got warned for it. The second one, obviously, Ciryl Gane tried to make my head a bowling ball with the double eye poke knuckle deep in both. So yeah, wouldn't recommend it at all.
Where'd you get that bowling ball reference from, Tom? Because there seems to be a MMA Guru classic one-liner there. He did try and use Tom Aspinall's head like a bowling ball. He did. It was a really bad eye poke. And we're talking, and people are posting, Waldo got eye poked and he's fine. Good for fucking him, dude. Good for him. He's got his vision back. He's fucking fine. But his eye looked more red. Cool. Any mild fracture to the orbital wall going on? Any Brown syndrome going on that he's been diagnosed with in his eye where he can't see anything? No. None of that at all. But his eye looked kind of red and he's already back and he's back in there. Yeah, cool. It's different for every eye poke, man. What can I say? I can't believe people have trashed this for so long. 356 in this video. Here we go.
Did you think he did it on purpose?
Is Bully Tom really coming out to play? This is the question.
So, I think that when it initially happened, I didn't really think much of it. I thought, accidental eye poke, whatever. Look, when I watched the fight back, that's when I really got the gist of what's going on. The guy was trying to poke my eyes out all the way through that round.
We're on the case, Ciryl. Your days are numbered, pal. Okay? This won't go on for much. Your eye poking days are going to be long gone soon, buddy. Okay? You best get another one in the meantime. See if you can get anyone else's eyeballs. Can't resist it. Because once we're back in this division, why am I saying we? Turned into an Ilya Topuria fan now. But I feel like I'm a part of this. I felt so alone saying that, no, I think the eye poke is real, guys. I don't think the heavyweight champion's just a pussy and cowarding out of this. I think he actually can't fucking see anything at all. For some reason, I felt alone having that position in the MMA community. I don't know about you guys if you were out there on Twitter getting hounded by people saying, you're lying, he's actually just scared of everyone. Tom Aspinall's just scared of all these guys and coward heavyweight champion of the world. I felt alone saying that wasn't the case. So now I feel like I'm on the team. Aspinall was in my live chat earlier. Appreciate the support. I feel bad that I'm the only person. I feel bad that I'm Team Tom. I feel like I tarnish his great image because he's a good dude. But, you know, maybe I should be on better behavior.
Multiple exchanges. Nearly every exchange that I could put him in danger. He had his fingers out pointing towards my eyes. Have a look at this clip and let me know what you think, if you agree, because it's hard to disagree when you've got footage like this. The guy was cheating from the first second, and the way that he wanted to win that fight was to have me compromised by cheating.
He's calling him out for cheating, and he goes through the clips of Ciryl Gane. We've all seen them. Ciryl Gane fouling in fights, putting his fingers out there non-stop in the eyes of Tom Aspinall in this fight. He also does the back of the head shots all the time as well. So Tom's coming out with receipts, and he thinks this was absolutely Ciryl Gane trying to do him dirty. And it's true. I've seen Ben Askren saying, this is whiny from Tom, such a bad look. It's the case. It's about time Gane gets held accountable for the fact that he's constantly fouling opponents and constantly outstretching his fingers in the eyes. We've seen many people make videos on this. Imavov, a guy from his gym, does the exact same thing. Anytime his opponent gets momentum, he just jousts his fingers in the eyes. Jones does this in his game. Fighters do this for an advantage. And Aspinall's allowed to call that out, Ben Askren, without you saying it sounds whiny of him. Glad Ben's doing better, though, to be fair. Even if he is fucking annoying me on Twitter already. 5:22. We get back after Andy's great. It's good, that. A little bit of a feature in the video. Great, that. Tough one.
Have you heard from Ciryl Gane at all, or any contact or anything post-fight?
Nope.
Nice guy.
And your thoughts on him at the moment?
My thoughts on him, I think he's a big cheater. I think that...
We're talking bad blood rematch, chat. We're talking bad blood on the table in this rematch. This ain't no regular rematch. This ain't no Mr. Nice Guy anymore. I think he's a cheater, says Tom. Don't we all? It's hard not to. At this point in Ciryl Gane's career, it's hard not to, dude. Now we got some bad blood in this rematch, okay? Now there's a score to be settled.
Look at all his fights.
I can't show any UFC footage or they get me every time. But look at all of his fights, he's correct. He is a serial cheater. He's a Ciryl cheater. Ciryl is a cheater. 708, and this is where he talks about Dana White and his comments on the fight. Because Dana White had a lovely moment in the post-fight speech where he just brought down Aspinall's name completely. I've already made videos on this, but Tom's going to give his own take on Dana White saying this stuff.
I mean, he had Tom bloodied up, and, you know... No, Tom didn't want to continue in the fight, so who gives a
What do you think about Dana White saying Tom didn't continue? And then also, who gives a to eye pokes?
Well, listen, I didn't continue. I'll tell you why I didn't continue. Because I'm not a dummy. Like, I'm not going to go out there.
Oh, it's Bully Tom! It's Bully Tom! He'll threaten to eye poke fans in a second. You ain't even heard the start of this. This is a different Tom Aspinall, dude. I really did manifest this whole thing. It's Bully Tom. Because I'm not a fucking dummy. Oh! Where's this energy come from?
I'll tell you why I didn't continue. Because I'm not a fucking dummy. Like, I'm not going to go out there and fight one of the best strikers in the world if I can't see.
With double vision.
With any eye. Look, I know, as an MMA fighter, look, things are going to happen in the fight that compromise you. Go back and watch my fight with Arlovski. At the end of the first round, he punched me right in the eyeball.
I can't!
The rest of that fight, I couldn't see him out that eye. That's fine. If you get punched or kicked in the eye, that's fine. If you get double eye poked, in both eyes and you've got no vision because of a foul, why should I carry on so some dummy can look and say, oh yeah, Tom just got knocked out? Because I ain't going to fight if I can't see anything because of a foul. If it's a little illegal move, we have to fight through it. That's what we do as fighters. But when it's a foul, why am I going to put my health at risk when I can't see at all?
Just fight blind, Tom. That was a lot of the take. Even if he is blind, he should fight on. Just go out there and fucking just geriatrically fucking look around the cage like Mr. Magoo, wondering where Ciryl Gane is, while Gane just tees off on him with head kicks and wheel kicks and whatever he wants. And then if he would have lost by KO, no belt, Ciryl Gane's champ, and I bet you anything people have moved on real quick by now. Gane versus Pereira sounds great. I'm already seeing those discussions now that we think Tom might be out for a little bit longer. That's 100% what the MMA community would have done. Not the real ones, but that's what people do. They just move on past that shit. Goes back out there blind, gets destroyed, gets finished, and then bang. We just move on. So annoying.
So you're not too happy then on what the president of the organisation is saying towards it?
Well, what do you think?
Oh, the Aspinall sneer. What do you think? Well, what do you think? I don't know. I think Dana needs to fucking watch his mouth. Next time he's walking around backstage, now Bully Aspinall's around. Dana needs to watch his tongue from now on. Well, there's going to be major problems. Okay? You best watch his back at the UFCPI, because listen, Tom Aspinall's there for a scan. There to go in the sauna or something. There to go in that cold plunge. Dana's going to be looking over his shoulder quite a bit, I tell you. There's going to be a wedgie coming his way. Okay? There's going to be a swirly in the UFCPI cold plunge for Dana White if he's not careful. Okay? So we best change that attitude right around, bucko. Bucko. Anyway, 901. Why the fuck did I say bucko? 901, this is Tom. Oh, I feel bad, man. This is Tom and the eye surgeons, the eye doctors, having a go at reading things. It is tough.
The doctors at the minute, I ain't allowed to do nothing, so I'm just following advice at the moment.
What's next?
What's next for me right now is there's talk of surgery on the eyes. We've got to see how it goes over the next.
No surgery, please. That sounds dreadful. That sounds like a lot of time off. That sounds like permanently worrying about it moving forward. Maybe it could go wrong, the surgery, and if it goes wrong with the eyeball, it could really fucking go wrong. Dude, is it the Bisping curse of UK UFC fighters? Arnold Allen's got to watch out, you know? Pimlet's fighting for a title against Gaethje. Pack your goggles, okay? Big time. Yeah, there might be a curse going round. I really do worry.
Few weeks, obviously that's down to the specialists and stuff, but I'm not in the gym training at the moment. I'm not doing anything MMA wise at the moment. I'm just following the doctor's orders right now and seeing what happens with the health.
Man, and then there's this last bit as well I did want to include. And this is a message to some people out there. And this is the type of energy we need in the UFC. I used to dream of a day Tom would speak like this. Okay? The impressions I've done of Tom. Listen to this one. Okay?
A big shout out to everyone who has stuck there by me.
No problem, brother. I know what you mean by that. You know, loud and clear. You know? It's all good. I don't need the praise. It's just like, I'm just like, I'll be the unsung hero here. You know? But listen to this. For all the fucking haters out there.
A lot of haters out there who are living some very sad lives, who think they're eye doctors and have never... Listen, I'll double eye poke you full blast in the eyes and see if you can still write some grim comment on Instagram or YouTube or whatever. You let me know, you tough guys out there who think you can, who think you'll be able to carry on with one of the best strikers in the world when you can't see a thing.
Yeah! Listen here, I'll fucking poke you in the eyes, mate, you fucking bastard. Go on, Tom! How about this, you all those fucking haters out there? I'll fucking shove my fingers in your fucking eyes, you fucking bastard. And you tell me if you can fucking see or not, mate. That's what we need, dude. We need Bully Aspinall in the UFC. Nice, dude. I finally manifested it. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Bully Tom. All of these posts and memes about the fucking eye. Horrible. 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 But we get answers. We get answers. Even in the comments of this, we get some hatred. You know what I mean? Which is terrible. Towards Mr. Thomas Paul Aspinall. I mean, come on with the meme. Maybe the medical reports should have came before the Stevie Wonder and the John Cena edits just for professionalism. But who am I to say? You know? We got some positive comments here, and this has a lot of likes, by the way. This post has, as the time of recording, it has 250,000 likes. Just under 250,000 likes. So this is blowing up. People are waiting to see the return. At least Bro can take a joke, not like the duck John Jones. And then we've got real ones will remember the day the MMA community exposed themselves as Two-Faced switched up on Tom after he got fouled viciously by Ciryl Gane. No hatred for Gane, but still some for Tom. Never going to understand this hate to Tom. Then we've got Aspinall Crybaby. Oh, I hate him. I'd never say something like this to fighters. That's something that you have to admit. Okay? Like, I just don't understand what kind of fucking keyboard warrior thinks that they have the audacity to talk like this about a fighter online. Who the fuck do you think you are? MMA guru or something? You ain't the fuck. This game ain't for everyone, you know? Stay in your fucking lane, pal. You leave that to me. Okay? And we've got this. It's Chat GPT, bro. Come on. More fucking bullshit from these guys. Even Shamrock can't believe it, dude. He'll be back. The Shem Show will return, I'm sure. Also might have some eye problems. Hopefully he heals up too, gets back on the road, and we're watching the Shem Show in no time with a big win. Feed us Anshul Jubilee. But Aspinall's back. Soon, I hope. We don't have to go down the surgery route. I just closed down everything, had a panic attack. But we're good. No more Mr. Nice Guy, dude. I'll play this one more time at the end. Just as an ominous message to the heavyweight division, okay? We ain't playing no fucking games when we get back in there, okay? Listen up.
Can we get full-time Bully Aspinall after this smear campaign? How are you going to be on the comeback?
Mate, when I come back, there is no more Mr. Nice Guy. Nice Tom. When it comes to MMA, he's gone. And I'm going full bad guy, I think.
I manifested this. He might just call someone a mean name, okay? Somebody might just get chokeslammed at a press conference. Dana White just might get clotheslined backstage in the UFC corridors if he's not careful, okay? Everybody best be watching their back, especially the heavyweight division. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Toodle Pip. I'll see you later. Goodbye. There you go. Vindication. Revenge will be swift. Toodle Pip.